Hello everybody, I am Sarah Banks from Banks' Business Solutions, and today I want to talk about migrating your email marketing system from one to another. I recently saw a post in a group about a lady who was having some issues. She was in the process of migrating and she moved her contacts. She didn't actually subscribe them to the list, which meant that she couldn't email them in the new system. Now this may sound like a silly mistake that shouldn't have happened, but it's something that I've done myself. Another thing I've done is not actually tagged people as I've moved them, which is also a problem. But thankfully I've only ever done it with an individual contact, or maybe 2 or 3 at most, and not a large number. But it is really easy to do, because all of the different systems have different ways of bringing contacts in. Some of them will automatically migrate you, which is fantastic, but a lot of them won't. And as you bring contacts across, there's quite a lot of steps that you need to go through. And one of them is, do you want to subscribe these people to your list? And I have to find that in some of those systems it's worded quite badly, so you don't even realise you need to actually tick that box. So it is complex, and then if you don't know exactly what you're doing, it can be tricky. So today I wanted to share with you my top tips for migrating from one system to another, so that you don't fall into this trap of not migrating something you should have, or making a silly mistake when you're doing it. And I know that moving systems is something that's happening quite a lot at the moment, particularly as some of the lower level systems that have been free with lots of functionality for a while are starting to remove things, so people are looking at where they can move to have something that's cost effective but also gives them what they need. So my first tip is to audit your current system. Identify everything that's in there: tags, groups, automations. Think about where they're linked, think about contacts, but also think about what's in there that you need and what's in there that you don't need anymore. Because if you're like me, you'll have automations that you set up 5 years ago that actually aren't running anymore but are still active in there, and you don't want to migrate those over if they're not relevant. So really go through everything and look at what's there and what you need. Then check out what's actually connected to your list. You might have landing pages, payment systems, online course systems, lead magnets. There could be lots of things connected, things like Zapier if you're connecting multiple systems together. So look at what's connected, because you're going to need to make sure that those connections are also changed and updated. Thirdly, clean up your list. You only want to be moving actively engaged clients. So before you migrate any of the contacts, do a list cleanup exercise. Look at who's active, look at who's engaged, send some re-engagement emails out. If you don't have an automatic re-engagement cycle going on, do something to get there and engage those people, because the last thing you want is to move system and find that because of the low engagement rate of your list, so for example, say only 60% of your list is engaged, that could affect your deliverability in your new system. It won't be as bad in your old system because they know that those people were engaged, but in a new system it could be. So you only want to be moving those actively engaged people over. Now, when it comes to the actual migration, you want to do it really slowly. As I said, some of the systems will automatically do it for you, and that's fantastic, and definitely use those tools if they're available. But if they're not, do it slowly. Set up your automations, set up your tags, set up your groups. So do all of those things first so that everything's in place, and then move your contacts last of all. And when you do move your contacts, move a couple initially to make sure it goes smoothly, because it's a lot easier to sort out resubscribing 2 or 3 contacts than it is to resubscribe hundreds or thousands, depending on how many you've got. So go through the process with just a couple of contacts. Make sure you've checked everything that you've got to tick, read it all properly, do it really slowly, and then move the bulk across. If you can budget for it, I would strongly advise getting some help with this as well, because often having someone managing the migration in the background whilst you get on with the day-to-day running your business will make it a lot easier, because most often mistakes happen when we're rushing to do something. So if you can do it, then definitely look to get some help with it as well. I hope that this has been helpful, and if you are moving systems anytime soon, be that email marketing or another system, these tips kind of apply in a similar way to anything that you're moving. Then I hope that it goes smoothly for you, and if I can be of assistance at all, please let me know. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll join me on another video soon. Bye for now.